Okay, Sydney, big, huge news today.
Yeah, the earth like shattered. It
Now,
exploded.
it was interesting because part of it, I have to say, I think was expected, right? But at the same
Yeah.
time, as we had people always sending us messages or, complaining, I kept saying they have to make it. So I just assumed there would be a business decision. Forget the whole cliffhanger aspect. I just figured it's a profitable, popular series for them. They know that they would make money. I just figured at the end of the day, a business decision would be made to do that episode 8. So I was surprised, but at the same time, if were going to do it, I think they would have done it. What do you think?
Yeah. I think, did we have I know we had that whole shakeup at Hallmark. Has there been another Mystery 101 since that shakeup happened, or did the last one happen before?
I
Because I'm trying to figure out if maybe that it just wasn't like on the Rolodex for the next group.
Deadly History came out in 2021. So yeah, that was definitely after the shakeup. There were, uh, I would say that three three of the seven were after.
Okay, so maybe they already had, because they move so quick, maybe they already had a lot of those in production or,
That's a good point.
signed off on them. They had the budget for it. But all I can think is like, I don't know. I mean, like we've discussed together, we know that Jill has said publicly that she loves Mystery 101 and she'd love to continue her character. But I don't know if she just because she's made this new show, if she's just making more money. And so the fee for her has gone up so much that maybe they can't afford to
Okay.
keep her. I don't know.
Are you talking about, I think it's Lioness, that
Yeah,
that
it
one?
hasn't come out yet, but Nicole
Right.
Kidman's in it.
Right.
And so,
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We're fans. We see on the outside, we see what people say, but we don't really know the story, right? What
yeah,
conversations are happening at Hallmark between, the producers, between the actors, we don't really know. It's easy to blame Hallmark. Um, but at the end of the day, I can't say for sure it was their decision. It may have been, it may not have been. We just don't know, being fans and being on the outside. So,
yeah. I mean, it has to have been some sort of money scheduling conflict type of thing because it would be a weird business decision not to continue such a successful series, especially one that you can sell to foreign markets. I think
right.
it's very strange. And also, I gotta say, I don't know who's doing the Instagram page for them, but come
That's
on.
what I
You
was going to
couldn't have
ask
had a
you.
dedicated post?
Uh,
Oh my
Now,
God.
I was going to ask you about that because I don't know if it was maybe someone, if it was intentional, if it was a mistake. I don't know because that's a very interesting, weird way to announce it. And, or maybe, what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe hey, we got a bunch of sleuthers out there. Let them sleuth away. I don't know. Do you
I
think it
don't
was
think
intentional
so.
or do you think it was a mistake?
I don't know if they really know the gravity of the fan base. Maybe they don't read the comments or they don't I
Well, they
don't
responded to a
know.
comment, so
Well, I've seen them even on their normal Instagram respond to comments, like on the Hallmark Channel one versus Hallmark movie. And but I'm just like, this was not just their typical response.
right.
This was like a paragraph, kind of like I don't know if someone was kind of getting annoyed that people kept bringing it up and they're like, let's just put an end to this. But as a response versus having like a dedicated post thanking people for being such ardent fans, and I mean, there's definitely a way to go about things. And I just feel like whoever is in charge of their Instagram page is not,
Yeah.
maybe, is it an intern or what? Because
Well, I did reach out to my contact at Hallmark, and she's pretty darn high up there. And she usually gives me, some skinny, and I have not heard back from her. So I'm wondering if there's some damage control that's going on behind the scenes, or because yeah,
I would,
I don't know. It
yeah.
doesn't seem like the way to announce it.
Well, and the responses we got from people today is they're infuriated. They're like, we're canceling our Hallmark now. I'm not going to be invested in any more Hallmark mysteries.
Right.
This is like not how you treat us. I mean, on one hand, I can totally sympathize with that because I really liked Mystery 101.
We all
But
did.
on the other hand, I gotta say it's, we've gone so long without having a new one, and I think we knew it was kind of, I think we held out hope because we wanted it to happen, but
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
as you know, The Gourmet Detective is my favorite mystery. Um, I certainly love Mystery 101 and appreciate it for being, a fantastic mystery. But, Gourmet Detective was canceled, and yeah, I'm disappointed. I would love to see another one. I think there's more story to tell. I know that Dylan Neal would love to tell more story as well. But, at the end of the day, too, Nikki and Nora, I think it's fantastic. Cases of Mystery Lane, we were blown away with how good that is. So, I have,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be like really disappointed because that's a lot of people's favorite mystery. And one of the things about the mysteries, and I think why we like them so much, and we've talked about, is they do, unlike the regular rom-coms, these are serious. So they develop the characters. You really get to know the characters. You understand the characters, their character arc, right? And so I understand all that. But at the end of the day, too, there's opportunities for other ones. Sure, it won't replace it, but you had a favorite show before Mystery 101, probably. And with time, you probably will find one that you really enjoy again. So I'd encourage people to grieve if they need to, but at the same time, know that there's other great mysteries that are out there. You you can always, once
Yes.
again, you keep your Hallmark now, and you can always go back and you can watch the ones that you love, and you got to know Travis, and you can appreciate them that you did get to experience that, but get to know the other ones. There are some really good ones out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I want people to realize all is not lost. You know, what's the saying? It's like a, I don't know if it's Dr. Seuss or something, but it's like don't be sad because it's over, smile because it happened or something.
Right. Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, we got this really great mystery series, and like you were saying before, I mean, if you loved a mystery series, you can love another, it'll turn out for you.
Right.
don't
And
don't get upset.
heck, we know that John Christian Plummer is writing more. He's writing Francesca Quinn. He's written Curious Caters. He's told us about some other things that he's working on. So,
Yeah.
if you like, he built those characters, right? So he can build characters again, and then a whole nother one that I think people may be surprised and they may enjoy. Or, another writer can,
Yeah.
create some great ones. So
Yeah.
So now the one thing I'll say is we also saw that it was funny. We had our post we were doing on Instagram. We had scheduled it because we had our usual Monday did you know post that comes out first thing in the morning. So to space it out, we did have the screenshot of the Hallmark response, and we had it scheduled for 11:20 a.m. and saying, "Hey, everyone, what do you think of this? Does this sound like it's for sure the end?" And lo and behold, we scheduled it, and I don't know what time Christopher Paul Haas his little story came out, but it was pretty darn close to the same time. And so we had to,
Yeah.
quickly take ours down. And that any doubt that did confirm that it was officially that Hallmark did not accidentally say something they didn't intended. They that said exactly what they intended. But at the
Yeah.
end of it, there was like, was it a little winky face? I think.
Mm-hmm. He's
Now, what?
like kind of like a stay tuned sort
Yeah.
of
So,
thing.
so what do you read into that?
Oh my gosh, if you say Windy City Mysteries.
No, I am purposely holding off because I know people are, I mean, they are grieving, right? And so why, yes, I think Windy City
Yeah.
is great. I'm not going to talk about it for now, but
Okay.
he did do a winky.
He did. I think there's definitely something in the pipeline. Maybe he's the eccentric rich person who owns Mystery Island.
Oh yeah.
And oh my gosh, I mean, I can see it now. He's got a nice tan. He's wearing his aviators. I mean, he looks like a good island rich man. Like you,
Oh.
you could, I could see it, man. I could see
So
it.
what's funny about that is, I told you before, my wife's not a Hallmark fan, but remember
Hmm.
what was it the Love of the Game? I forget what the one was called, where he was the soccer coach
Yeah.
and he had that haircut.
Mhm.
So when I was watching it, my wife like popped her head in. She's like, "What's up with his hair?" And I'm like, "I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know." But she's like, "But he's a really good looking guy. But what's up with the hair?" And then she left. And then today, when I was telling her
Yeah.
the news and she's trying to pretend like she's interested, she's like, "Yeah, that guy though, he's a really good looking actor. Just don't have him do that hair." So yes, I agree. Based off of my wife who does not watch any Hallmark at all, and she's appreciative of him. I think if you had him being the head of that mystery island, which, and in our interview with he John Christian Plummer did say he was talking with Christopher about
Hmm.
something potentially in the works, and then he did talk about that screenplay that he is working on. So maybe.
I'm all for it. I can see him in some khaki chinos and like a white linen short sleeve button down, and he's there. He's the eccentric rich man on that
So
island.
we had somebody in our comments do a comment saying, "Oh, they should pair him up with Mallory Jansen," of which I would be not opposed to. Mallory is a beautiful woman,
Yeah.
but they're trying to imply like she's the same size as Jill Wagner or something. I couldn't quite figure out if they're like trying to say, "Oh, just have Mallory Jansen come in and be Amy," but I don't know if that's what they meant.
Ooh,
But yeah, I don't think there's a continuation there's no way they could continue that with a different actress. I mean,
that would
Amy
be, yeah,
is Jill
really.
Wagner. You
uh,
cannot swap that around.
right.
So
I
like
mean, I can
that,
see like stature wise, like they are somewhat similar. They don't have the same color hair. It's
right,
that obviously that doesn't really matter, but it would be, I think, in bad taste to continue it like with the same
right.
character.
I agree. Like, and I know you're a big fan of Bud, but like you could replace Bud, right? And it wouldn't there, but you can't replace the lead. So
Yeah.
all right. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I'm gonna light a candle tonight, gonna pour a little glass of wine and break out the little violins. I'm gonna crank up some Sarah McLachlan,
Not some Jewel.
and I don't know. I feel like this is Sarah McLachlan moment.
Yeah, she's a little more
Canada, woo.
melancholy.
Yes, and I feel like it's time to grieve it and let it go. because we've all been waiting and waiting and waiting, and
Yeah,
now at least we have some sort of closure. What
I
about
agree.
you?
I was thinking about it and I agree with you. Um, and I was thinking about all these different shows throughout time that have ended on kind of I would say a bad finale, maybe. I don't know if bad's the right way to put it, but The Sopranos was classic where it just faded to black. People were really upset with how that ended. Seinfeld, such a great
Mm,
comedy, had just a horrible final episode. So I think there is a history of shows ending maybe not with the best, and
yeah,
leaving people a little disappointed. Now, ending on a cliffhanger, like I mean, part of it is no one expected it, right? So it was not meant, we talked
yeah,
to John, and he did not intend it to end the whole series that way. But I agree. I think we gotta mourn, go back your Hallmark now, watch some of them. I did, and I guess it just popped in my head. The fact of they did the mystery marathon of it and then drop that comment in, not on any random day, but while they were doing the full, the mystery marathon is I don't know if that's crueler maybe than just doing it on another day. It's like you're watching it and this is your last time. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said,
yeah.
I just think there's something else there that we as fans will never know. There's a reason behind it. It wasn't just Hallmark choosing to be mean. There's something else there. And we just sort of we love Hallmark for the other great movies. We love them for all
Mhm.
the rom-coms as well. And just have to trust that we're going to fall in love with another mystery. Like I said, I've already
Agreed, but
got a few of them there that I'm really enjoying.
agreed. But I will say, just some takeaways here for them. If you're going to address that big of a fan base with just a comment on that type of thing, maybe rethink that because it's probably not the best way to handle your audience.
Yeah, I hate to hear what they do for signed seal delivery when that's announced.
Oh my God. I don't, that day we got to take off from Instagram. We got to take that day off
Yeah, it
because,
those are the two very obviously the most passionate fan bases out there, and it's also hanging. So I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the last one they had was more offered more closure than the last Mystery 101. I mean, they
Oh
got
yeah,
married in the last,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. By no means is it equal in the
Yeah,
in the way that it's hanging. It's just the fact that they're
it's
both
hanging.
hanging without a official word. Um, but then again, I
Yeah.
don't think Crossword was that ever officially canceled?
No, I think there are some. I think Brennan was saying that that wasn't officially canceled, but he thought now since they were starting a new mystery, it was
Right.
kind of like not
Yeah,
going to come
it's like
back,
it's and
but there's
I
no
know
like
you're hanging
official
out for
word.
Fixer Upper, the next Fixer Upper is still
Yeah.
coming out.
Where are you, Jewel? Where are you?
Okay. Well, life will go on. It is a drag.
Yes.
We all wanted that episode 8. We all wanted to know what that story was, but life will go on. We'll enjoy mysteries. We'll always have a little hope in our hearts. But
Maybe this is the ultimate mystery, Eric.
you
We
know,
just never get to know what happened.
yeah, I think it was a little early. And on my post, I did say, hey, tell us what you think happened between them. And I think no one wanted to go there yet. So maybe we can
Yeah.
later down the road we can address that, or maybe we'll do a episode where we can come up with different scenarios. But yeah,
Yeah.
the
Maybe
big
in a
unanswered.
month we can.
We'll see.
I feel like Maybe a
Definitely needs
month,
some
maybe
time.
more.
Need some time. Need some time.
Yeah.
Okay, Sydney, this is just we just wanted to reach out, let our listeners have a little insight into what we've been thinking, what our reactions were. Um, we would love to hear from you. Let us know. We've been getting a lot of it already in our comments, but you know, hopefully, let us know you're doing okay. That's what I'll say. Just let us know you're
Yeah.
doing okay.
Yeah, we're giving you a big podcast hug.
Perfect. Okay, Sydney, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll talk to you again soon.
You, yeah, enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.